Hi guys, I just wanted to make a quick video clip walking you through your self-analysis research assignment. You can get started on that if you have not done so already. We are definitely at the point in the semester where you want to start focusing on that. We have just about a little under a month before it is due and the class is over. So if you have not started on that, now is definitely the time. So you can access the assignment description under syllabus. If you click on syllabus and then scroll all the way to the bottom, you will find the assignment since it is due on the last day of class. Click on that and that will take you to the self-analysis research project homepage. And on this page, you'll find all the information you need to be able to complete this assignment. It's due October 24th. It's available until October 24th. It's the last day of class, so I will not be accepting any late projects, and it has been available for you since the beginning of class. So going back to the top, we have a general overview of the assignment. And then we have the requirements for the two different parts of the assignment. So we have the paper requirements and the presentation requirements. So the paper requirements are pretty straightforward, listed there, and the presentation requirements are also pretty straightforward, listed here. The main thing you want to make sure you understand before you get started is that this is a self-analysis. So this is not a general research paper. You're not just choosing some topic to give me information about. You're choosing something about yourself, some area of your own personal development, and you are analyzing it based on what we have learned in this class and also based on what the research out there says. So it is a research project in the sense of you need to use research to support your analysis, but the real meat and potatoes of this assignment is the self-analysis. So please keep in mind, this is about you. This is not about a family member. This is not about someone you know. This is about you. Okay, then the paper requirements, again, straightforward, 5 to 7 pages of content. No, that does not include the title page and the references page. So at least 5 pages of written content, and then on top of that, you'll need your title page and references page. You need at least 5 sources. Those sources should be good quality. Therefore, the best source you can choose is a peer-reviewed academic journal article. This is the best way to go because you guarantee that the research is going to be as unbiased as possible. If you use websites, please do not use any .com websites because those are almost always private organizations, and there's no way you can guarantee that private organizations are not presenting the research in some biased way. APA format, you will have to write in APA format since this is a psychology class and we use the American Psychological Association format of writing. There is a document here on the assignment page that is a document that shows you how to do that. You can read this document in Canvas. You just click on the viewfinder and it will open up, read through it. Gives you everything you need to know for the sake of writing this paper. Please do not Google APA format. If you do so, you're going to get a lot of websites that tell you you need an abstract, you need a literature review, you need a methods section. None of that is required for this paper. Those are things that you would need if you were writing an actual academic research paper where you have gone out and conducted research. You are not doing that. You are just writing a paper and citing research to support your analysis in the paper. So just follow these guidelines. You can also download the documents by clicking on it, and it should show up wherever your downloads show up. And then you can open it as a Word document. And when you open it as a Word document, it's already formatted for you. So you could theoretically go in there and erase the title, erase the name, and type in your own stuff and you know that everything's already formatted as far as your font size, your spacing, your margins. The title page is already basically there for you. You're running head. You just need to go in here and change the title. You've already got your page number set up. So I would do that if I were you. I would use this document to be kind of the skeleton for my paper, but do read it first. Read through it and make sure that you know, any questions you have, you look for the answer here first. If you do that and you're still not clear on APA and you want to shoot me a rough draft of your paper, I'm more than happy to look at that. I just need that 2 weeks before the due date. So you'd have to get that to me pretty quickly, so I have time to review it and get it back to you. Okay, deadline and plagiarism. The deadline's listed on the syllabus, so that's pretty clear. And then you will have your paper run through a plagiarism checker. I've listed a very generic plagiarism checker that you can use to make sure that your paper is as authentic as possible before you submit it. You're looking for a 75% authenticity score when you run it. You basically just go to this website, copy and paste your paper into the box in that website and run it through the checker, and it'll give you that authenticity score. Presentation. Okay, so the most important thing to understand about the presentation is that this is the presentation of your paper. So these are not two separate topics. Your resources should be exactly the same. Your topic should be exactly the same. You're just giving me a presentation of your paper, of your self-analysis. So same sources and same topics. Do make it aesthetically pleasing. Give me some pictures, graphics. They do not have to be pictures of you. If you're private and don't want to share that, that's totally fine. But I need to see some aesthetics. I need to see some visuals that make the presentation visually appealing. And then I also need to see your self-analysis and your supporting research. So I'm going to show you a sample presentation in just a second, but you're graded mostly on your content, and then also you'll be graded on making sure your sources are there and making sure it's aesthetically pleasing. So sample presentation is listed here for you as well. Again, you can either download it. It's a PDF file, so you wouldn't be able to go in and edit it, but you can take a look at it if you prefer that way to view, or you can view it in Canvas through that viewfinder as well. So this is an example of what I'm looking for in the presentation. Please keep in mind this is just one example of a topic. I chose my social and personality development. You do not have to choose this topic. What I want you to get out of this sample more is the structure that I'm using. So what you'll see is I've chosen to discuss 3 major personality characteristics that I believe I have, and where they come from, and then how having those personality characteristics have influenced my social outcomes. So what I want you to focus on, though, is the structure. So you'll see that for this first characteristic I talk about, I mention research, and I talk about how that has kind of shown why I am the way I am. So my parents are extroverted. There's research that suggests that extroversion is genetic. So I'm probably extroverted because I've got that genetic predisposition. Another example we have here. So I'm a very family-oriented person, and my analysis is that I'm probably family-oriented because I come from a collectivist culture. So because I come from a collectivist culture, you know, there are certain types of personality characteristics we see being common, and research shows that individuals from collectivist cultures, et cetera, et cetera. So this is what I want to see in your paper and presentation, really, is I want to see that structure. I want to see self-analysis supported by research, or presenting research and showing how, yes, that is what happened with you. I want to see your sources cited the way I'm citing them in my presentation. And then I want to see similar aesthetics. Again, these are all pictures of me and my family. Yours doesn't have to be you and your family, but I do want to see some visuals. And then at the very bottom, you're going to see the sources. So I do want to see a slide at the end that has all of your sources listed, just like you would have a references or works cited page at the end of your paper. And this presentation is also a great way to see how I want it in your paper as well. This is how you should be citing your sources in your paper. And again, kind of that same structure. Talk about yourself and then tell me about the research that supports your analysis. Okay, so let me minimize that. And then please make sure that you are saving your PowerPoint as a PDF. You won't be able to upload a PowerPoint file because I don't allow you to. And the reason I don't allow you to is because PowerPoint files are just too big. If you try to upload it, it takes forever. When I try to look at it to grade it, it takes forever to load. So make sure you are saving your PowerPoint as a PDF. If you're not sure how to do that, reach out to me. I would be happy to walk you through that. And then get started on this as soon as possible. The end of this intersession, really, it's not really a semester, it's an intersession, comes really quickly. So please make sure that you are not procrastinating on this because it is a nice big chunk of points of your grade. And then to submit the assignment, you just go to submit assignment. I'm in the, let me get into student view. I'm in the regular view. So let me jump to student view really quickly so you can see what will show up. Okay, so you'll see a submit assignment button. Click submit assignment and then you choose the file. So you're going to choose file. Your presentation is, I'm just using a random thing. Your presentation is a PDF file. And then for your paper, click add another file. Don't hit submit assignment because that'll only submit this. Add another file, choose file, and then your paper is probably a Word document. Then click submit assignment, okay? Make sure to double check that your assignment has been submitted after you click submit assignment, especially if you are submitting it right before the deadline, because there are no late papers or presentations accepted. Okay, that is basically it. If you have any questions, please reach out and let me know. Otherwise, I look forward to reading your fantastic self-analyses and seeing all of your awesome presentations. All right, take care.